Hello and welcome to PlayStation Grenade. September is back again, the month where the games industry starts cranking back into motion. This is the series in which we outline the best games each month has to offer, from the full price behemoths to the reduced and totally free to play games. So here's 8 I think are worth your time. Cue the music. Arguably the biggest game of the month is Deathloop, an Xbox owned game which is only available on PlayStation and PC. It's a strange world we live in. Deathloop is described as a murder puzzle in which we play an assassin trapped in a time loop. Set in first person, we repeat the same day over and over and over again. The twist is, to end the loop, you must take out 8 targets in a single day. Should we die, it all starts again. You're in a death loop, my friend. Along the way, you'll upgrade your character's abilities, including a way to live twice in a single loop, bending reality to suit your playstyle, whether that's all-out attack or teleporting to unseen locations and dealing damage from the shadows. Oh, and there's also another assassin here just to kill you, and they're better than you, so you're gonna die a lot. Deathloop hits PS5 and PC on September 14th, and once the timed exclusivity deal runs out, Xbox will have this too. Next, Kina Bridge of Spirits. Are you getting deja vu? That's because Kina was scheduled to release last month, but moments after I made this video last month, it was delayed until September 21st. Kina is a spirit guide, helping people trapped between the living world and the dead find their way to the afterlife. Essentially, Kina is heavily inspired by Legend of Zelda, which shines through constantly. I'd previously described it as Breath of the Wild meets Pikmin, mainly because of these cute rock creatures who are here to help Kina along the way. There'll be puzzles to figure out, there'll be exploration to lose yourself in, and a fighting system which evolves throughout the game. And it just looks gorgeous too. Hopefully it does release this time, and if it does, it will be on September 21st on PS4, PS5 and PC. Here's an interesting one. F.I.S.T, forged in Shadow Torch. Okay, not the greatest name ever, but this could be a hidden gem. At a hugely reduced price, over here in the UK it's just 25 quid, F.I.S.T has us playing a rabbit with a mechanical arm attached to his back. Essentially, F.I.S.T is a side-scroller with platforming elements and a bunch of hack and slash fighting mechanics to get used to, with combos to master too, and I even saw some bullet hell sections. We don't know much about F.I.S.T, but we do know it hits PS5 and PS4 on September 7th, which so happens to be PS Plus Day. I wonder if this could be one of the free games. It's unlikely as the pre-orders are available now, but I wouldn't be surprised if I'm honest. And if it isn't, this is a super cheap old school side scroller which looks like crazy fun to play. So count me in. Okay, I get why most of you are here. You want a free game. Well, here it is. eFootball. And to clarify, I mean football and not the version where you pick up the ball and run with it. eFootball has been through some changes, and as of September it will be free to play completely on all platforms. If it looks familiar, it's because the name eFootball has changed many times. Some of you will know this as PES, others as Pro Evo, some will know this as Winning 11. It's had an identity crisis for years now. Well, Konami has put everything under one roof. eFootball is what we're all calling it from now on, and they hope to follow in the steps of Battle Royale games, introducing a free-to-play option with extras to purchase. It's still unclear if that means there will be pay-to-win mechanics or mystery loot boxes like in FIFA, so I guess we wait and see. A campaign mode is in the works, but the key to success is flawless online play. The exact date of release is being revealed very soon. In fact, it may be the same day I'm saying this, and if it is revealed, I'll be sure to update that in the info below. Speaking of free games, a quick note that Call of Duty Vanguard Open Beta is here for us all on September the 18th, running over that weekend. It's the perfect opportunity to see if you want to play more Call of Duty this year or you're going to switch to Battlefield. Lucky I'm Battlefield, okay? If you're on PlayStation, then there is a gift for you with this. Every PS4 and PS5 player will have access to the alpha version running from August 27th to 29th. So if it's already September, this has passed. But if it's still August when you're watching this and you're on PlayStation, more free stuff. Okay, back to full price games. Did you ever play the award-winning Life is Strange? Well, 6 years later, they are still making those games. This time, it's Life is Strange True Colors. We watch the journey of Alex Chen, who is desperately trying to hide her psychic abilities, which include the power to absorb emotions from others that she meets. This game deals with death and coping mechanisms, so be prepared to cry your eyes out after playing it. Don't worry if you haven't played the previous games, this is a new story. Knowing the last 6 years of content is not vital, although it would help. Life is Strange True Colours hits you in the feels on September the 10th on every single platform you can imagine, except the Samsung Smart Fridge. RIP. Diablo 2 Resurrected comes back from the dead this year, a remaster of a hugely successful action role-playing game made 21 years ago. Taking charge of a selection of heroes and fighting through 3 zones of hordes before descending into hell to fight Diablo himself. Of course, there's more to it than that. The RPG elements and item management is the core hook, and an interesting gothic horror story accompanies you throughout. For a nostalgia hit of the good old days, Diablo 2 Resurrected is perfect, but selling this game to new players will be the biggest obstacle they face. If you want to tunnel down to hell for a firefight with fear, look out for Diablo 2 Resurrected on September 23rd on PlayStation, Xbox, PC, and even the Switch has a version. Okay, a few notable mentions. The annual basketball-a-thon NBA 2K slams down this month on September the 10th. WRC 10 drives in your face on September the 2nd. And if you're waiting for the new Rainbow Six game this month, it's been delayed to January 2022. Oh well. Oh, here's a game series I think is worth your time, Lost Judgement. The Yakuza game series have been around longer than most of us, yet even with a huge fan base, most people still don't know about it. In 2018, a spin-off to the series sprang up, which told the story through the eyes of a detective investigating murder cases and other things YouTube won't let me say. It's far more hard-hitting than the Yakuza franchise, but it still retains the sense of wonderment searching through Japanese locations, and the free-flowing combat is so addicting. And now we have the sequel, Lost Judgement, continuing the Yakuza side story, allowing us to stalk more shady underworld figures. Lost Judgement arrives on the 24th of September on PS4 and PS5 and the Xbox Series. Finally, they've done it again. 1 month after the director's cut of Ghost of Tsushima, we have another director's cut. This time, Death Stranding. Death Stranding was the game that lets you urinate on liquid tar monsters and walk across the USA with bionic legs. In every way you can imagine it, it was weird and I loved it. Set after most of the world had died out, Death Stranding asks us to reconnect America and find a way to fight back against the BT creatures plaguing the world. And now the director's cut is here to take the base game up to PS5 with a bunch of new updates, including a buddy bot. You no longer need to do this all alone. Look at him. So there we have it, 8 new games coming in September 21. Any catch your fancy? I'm gonna try eFootball, F.I.S.T, and I really hope Kina Bridge of Spirits releases this month. If you're still here, please write the name of the first console you ever owned in your entire life. I will try and find you and give you some feedback. I'm Adam, you're awesome. I'll see you next time.